I've talked with Miss Brenda about this a couple months ago, and I haven't heard anything else about it, so I just wanna kinda bring it up tonight, just so that everybody knows what's going on. We hosted, an EMT class, started the end of last year, went into this year. Mostly everybody in that class was on the fire departments. And I believe I remember correctly, and if not, I'm sure, y'all can correct me. But when this was presented, EMS got a grant through the state to pay for the class, and I believe during that meeting, Commissioner Harrod asked, once if people were certified, wouldn't they be able to work and be part-time employees for EMS? And I believe that's what Gerald responded, yes. Well, now that we went through the class, several of us have got licensed, and myself, I wanted to work part-time at EMS just to keep up my skills and stuff that I learned. But I was told that I could not work there and also be a volunteer firefighter because of labor laws. However, many of our surrounding counties, they do allow that, so if they allow it, I don't know if maybe they're just violating laws, or if they know something we don't, or if there's something that we can find a way to come to some type of agreement about this. But, I had talked with Miss Brenda, and I think she was gonna get with Miss Jennifer. I hadn't heard anything back from them, but I felt like all of the commissioners needed to know, because there's a couple of us that are licensed that are wanting to work, and I've even had a couple that, since this has come up, said they don't even know if they wanna take their test and get their license, because they're not gonna be able to work. So I just wanted to make y'all all aware of it and see if there's something that,
I thought that was the purpose of the class, was all y'all going, and if y'all got certified, that y'all could help with the EMS. I thought that was the purpose of the class. Why did y'all go if you can't work for the county? I mean, I don't understand. He has nothing to do with Berrien County but a volunteer fireman. He don't draw a paycheck every year, and he's not on contract with Berrien County. So why can't he work for Berrien County? I mean, I don't see no legal labor issue there at all.
I'd like to look back and research this. I don't know that we formally ever, that before I give a response on this one, I would like to look into it. I do know there are certain restrictions on, the amount of hours, of course, with the Fair Labor Standards Act and looking at that, but I would not think that'd be applicable to a volunteer firefighter as far as, that sort of thing. So it's just something I'll need to look into and understand.
Yeah, but if he can work in Axel County and do it, he can't work in Berrien County and do it. There's something wrong there.
It's because he's on the fire department
Yeah.
here. We were waiting on something from the state in writing to get back with us on that.
I mean, I'm trying to understand, why did they take the test and go to the school if they can't help with EMT?
I don't think it was known at that time when they did it.
well, I know in the past, and I know things change, regulations, laws change, but I know in the past, it has been on, there's been people that have worked for the road department, been volunteer firefighters as well. There's been people that have worked at EMS and been volunteer firefighters in the past. Even some currently going on in other departments with the county, just not EMS.
But looks to me like if you can work for another department in the county and be a fireman, why can't you work for EMS and be a, I mean, I don't think I understand that. Do y'all understand?
I thought at the time they were gonna be able to work. I think Gerald, that was Gerald's answer, wasn't Gerald?
That's what we thought.
You thought that.
We need to get some clarification on the labor laws, because this directed strictly or primarily at fire and EMS, not being able to differentiate what's volunteer versus what's paid. So Jennifer needs to research that, or us get somebody on.
So it's totally
real
different if he's a fireman, but he can work for the road department. Is that what you're saying? Is it
The
totally different?
way I understand it, that's totally different, because that's easy to separate. When you get into emergency services, it's kind of hard to say, okay, do you go to that regular fireman or is EMS?
And out of some of the research I've done,
I guess I'm not smart enough to understand that, but if he went to school and he's certified, and he can work and run a motor grader for the county, and he can be a volunteer fireman, but he can't work for EMS, but he's certified EMT. I mean,
It's an issue
that don't make a lot
in
of
the
sense
federal
to me.
law of trying to separate those hours out, as to what's paid and what's not.
There is, and there was an incident several years back where we had, an deputy who was also a certified paramedic, and it became, there's some labor laws, you cannot work in both of them because of the overtime and stuff that's involved with them. There is some laws in
But
place
he's
that,
volunteer, how can he make so many hours to run into overtime? I mean, that's what I mean, he's volunteer, he is $15.
I think this would be fair to say, if this is accurate, is it sounds like everybody on the commission would like it to happen if it's possible. I think Gerald would like it to happen. I certainly would like it to happen. So let us approach it from that avenue, and then we will see what there is out there,
That's holding him back.
that's holding us back. And there may in fact be something, I haven't fully researched it, so I wanna be,
I know some of the research I done, there are some conflicting
Right.
opinions on it, but everything I found, the last thing it says, it comes down to local policy. So
Is that the same way with deputies being firemen?
I haven't had to cross that bridge, so I haven't.
You know, 'cause, you can see y'all have the same thing.
Yeah, and I can understand if you were a full-time employee wanting to work at more than one place, but, you know, and I'm only, wanting to work part-time, you know, and I think most of the other guys that are only wanting to work part-time, the main reason is to help the county and to keep our skills up, because we've learned these skills and we want to be able to use
And I
them.
thought we done that because we couldn't get the help, and they were gonna help catch some of the slack on the people that didn't wanna work. I thought that's why we done it.
That's why we originally done it, and
That's what I thought.
we're right now very, very lucky. All our full-time slots are filled with paramedics. We're the only service around right now that can say that. Talked to somebody last night, Tiff County is running consistently a truck short every day right now. Valdosta's been doing that, a truck or two short for several years. So we've been very, very lucky.
I just think we need to figure out why, if these men put their time in, they went and got certified to be EMTs, and they wanna work part-time, we need to find out why they can't work part-time. I mean, 'cause they did put their time in and go, nobody made them go do it. And nobody makes them get in that fire truck at 3 o'clock in the morning and go put your house out either. So we need to think about that with these boys. Thank you, Jeff, we'll find out, we'll get you an answer.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Both of you